weekend for us. Pueblo's a really tough place to go and get a W. We lost there last time we played there, so that was a really important win for our team. These two play great. That's why they're sitting here. But, yeah, it was just a really good win there. And then UCCS is always feisty. We're Mavericks. I think everybody kind of gets up for us. Doesn't matter what sport we play. So it's we always got to come ready to go. And we did. We struggled a little bit, lost a set at UCCS, but bounced back really well. And then the Pueblo was just a battle to the very end. And then we just kind of stepped up and played really well in Game 5. JoJo served really well, and then Gabby was basically unstoppable on the right side. So they were huge for us.
And then looking into this weekend, some opponents you've already played, kind of familiar with their level of play already. What can you take from those last two games that you can take into this weekend and what help you?
I think the big thing that we have to take going forward is that we just really have to control our side of the net. I really like the kids that we have on our roster and the athletes that we have, and if we play up to our potential or close to our potential, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Western and Fort Lewis are fighting for that one of the last playoff spots. I mean, you're starting to look at that already. So a win here would be huge for them. So we've got to be prepared, and we've just got to be prepared to play our best volleyball. This is JoJo's first, so ask her a tough one right away.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, and I have to look at my list really quick, but Jordan, what's kind of been the adjustment for you coming into college volleyball, and then how has it made you so successful at that service line?
During practice, I've been working a lot on it, and I just felt confident when I went back there, and I just trusted myself. Yeah.
Is there anything that goes through your mind? What are you looking at on that service line? Are you looking at what they're set up and where you can kind of fit that ball in if you're looking for an ace each time?
I'm looking at Scaff because he's always telling me like where to serve and like what tempo, and then I trust him and I try to do it as best as I can, and then yeah.
Who's Scaff?
Our assistant coach. Sorry.
Flashes a little
yeah.
the super secret serving rotations.
Yeah.
But, so you really wanted to come when your sister came to school, and she didn't warn you off about this guy?
No, she recommended coming here. She was like, you need to email Colorado Mesa, you're gonna love it, and then I did, and I mean it's been great so far.
Cousin,
yeah.
Cousin, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's same name.
Mm-hmm. They look like sisters.
Yeah.
They could pass.
Mm-hmm.
Hair's a little different.
They both can pass too.
Yeah, and that helps. Gabby, like Coach said, I mean, they could not block you the other night. Was it just perfect sets, perfect timing?
Yeah, I feel like it was just clicking really well, like with the setters and like being able to see the block and hit around it, and everything was just clicking very well. So yeah, it was great.
It seems like on the right side, it's just kind of been somebody's going to be on. We just got to find the right person at the right time, and whoever's in there is doing the job. Is everybody just kind of feeding off each other?
Yeah, I think so. I think like all the right sides, no matter like what day it is, like we could all go off any day. So like it doesn't matter. All of us could just feed off of each other, just build off each other's energies. And that's like the same with the outsides too. Like how Sydney goes off every single day, but all of us can do that too. It just like depends,
Has it been more of the balance that you like to have on the front? Is it just even more of an emphasis this year? Because when you do have that balance, really when this team is special.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling you guys that I think we have two really good RMAC teams in our gym every day. And I think that Gabby stepping up this weekend and JoJo stepping up this weekend kind of shows that, because they haven't had put up big numbers, but we knew they were there and really talented. And so that just adds to part of our balance. And then, Ty had a really good night on Friday, and then Pueblo triple blocked her right away because they saw that Ty had a really good night on Friday. And so we have someone else that can step up and fill those shoes to, get the kills that we need. So it's not just balance in our offense day to day, but it's just the balance in our gym that we feel that we're pretty comfortable putting anyone in a Maverick uniform out there on the floor and they can be successful.
Ty's got to come into her own this year. You can tell she's taking that role, and hey, if I need to block, I'll block. If I need to be the attacker, I'll do that. And if I need to be triple teamed to open things up. What has she kind of developed this year?
I think a lot of it's confidence. coming in as a transfer, it's just, you don't know what to expect from your college experience because it's going to be completely different. And it took her a while to adjust to the way that we run things. And I think she's becoming more and more confident. She works really hard. If we have an open gym, she's in there. These two will tell you she's very hard on herself, but it's obvious that it's not about the setter or the pass, that it's always Tide that feels like she needs to improve. And she doesn't. Sometimes it is the setter, sometimes it is the pass, but she's very accountable to her actions and feels like she can basically do UCCS every night, where she hit 824 for us, which is just not realistic. But that's what she puts into every one of her approaches, every one of her practices, and it's starting to show.
This is more just kind of in general. You guys just been successful lately. You mentioned dropping one of the sets. You guys are in like a unique situation where you have wins and losses within matches. Do you have to like push a reset when you drop a set, or what do you do just to keep the momentum going?
Do you want them to answer this question?
Both, either.
I'll answer it first. But yeah, I think that's pretty unique about volleyball, is that you can be down 0-2 and it's basically 0-0. You still just have to win 3 sets. So you can always have that reset button. And then we didn't do a very good job of that at UCCS. We crushed them in the first game and didn't hit the reset button to go out there and do it again, and they got a little momentum and it bit us. But then we were able to hit reset button for games 3 and 4. So it is pretty unique in basketball. I mean, we would have been up by 30, and there's no way they're coming back. But in volleyball, you have to start again at 0-0. So it is pretty unique. So you guys want to tackle that at all?
Just like after every set, we just like look at the team, like how we played, and we're like, okay, like if it was good, just keep going, keep the momentum. But if we're like, okay, we need to change something, like we'll press the reset button. We're like, okay, it's time to go. Like, let's go now.
I think we just remember like how we play, and we can't like, sometimes I feel like we get caught up in everything else, and if we just play Maverick volleyball like we say, then we start winning again.
Jojo, your role as server, defensive specialist, I mean, is it kind of nice to be able to watch a little bit and kind of see how teams play, especially as a freshman coming in, getting, thrown in there? Does it help your game a little bit?
I mean, yeah, I like going out and I can like see the serve, and then I can see the adjustments on how everyone else is playing, and then I can go in and do things differently. So I think it's helpful.
Well, and you guys have 6 games left in the regular season. How do you guys continue to elevate your play to make sure you're playing your best volleyball going into the RMAC tournament? To anyone.
Anyway, Jojo, start it. Your first RMAC tournament. How are you going to get better?
Okay. I think we just need to have confidence and trust each other fully, because I feel confident when anyone is on the court. So I think we can just play our game and we'll be fine.
I think the big thing for us, even after we beat Pueblo, I felt like we have untapped potential. We still have room to grow in every position. I mean, we got a lot of young people playing a lot of important positions, super freshmen, actual freshmen. So, and then she mentioned Sydney, who's a freshman, Sierra's a freshman, Sabrina's a super freshman. So we got a lot of young people that are continuing to grow. And I don't think we've hit our peak yet. So, that's my goal, is that we continue to push to try to reach for that.
Yeah, is it kind of nice being a super freshman, having your freshman year all over again?
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice just to like be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I can be a freshman again and like do the whole like, it's a freshman thing. But it's like nice not like having like my real freshman year last year wasn't like completely a real freshman year. So it's nice to just be able to have like a real freshman experience again.
But you still have some experience
Yeah.
to kind of fall back on.
Yeah,
Okay,
from last year.
I saw this last year.
You're like, okay, I did this last year, let's just do it again.
Yeah.
Well, and Gabby, what from last year, second year, redshirt freshman, super freshman, what's been your own? Have you seen like the biggest jump? Where was the biggest jump for your game from last year to this year?
I think like just learning more about like the teams that we play, and just like making the jump, like being more dynamic, being able to hit like different balls, and like just growing that way. And I also think like maturing, like high school volleyball is completely different from college volleyball. So like just the year to have under my belt, it like makes a huge difference. Like coming in last year, it was like, oh, this is brand new, but I'm like, okay, like this is good now.
Did it slow down for you at all? You're seeing things a little bit.
Yeah,
clearer?
now I can see like things and everything's not just a whirlwind.
Obviously, you saw some holes in the defense the other night. So.
True, yes. Gotta see him like
And everybody
right
was-
there.
everybody was blocking ties. So.
Yeah, that is true. Thanks, Ty.
All right, question of the week. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
When I was really little, I was a lion. It was pretty cute. Had a nice mane.
My dad made dinosaurs out of cardboard boxes. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Back in 1974.
I was a clown, and I looked ridiculous, but it was really funny.